Hi there, welcome to the Offbeat Business Show. This is Pam, and it's just me today, so thanks for tuning in. Don't tune out. We're going to talk a little bit about promotional products and how you can use them in your marketing to attract the attention of your prospects and gain client loyalty. Before we get into some of the nitty-gritty, I want to talk about what is a promotional product. A lot of people think when you hear promotional product or advertising specialty item, the first thing that comes to mind is a pen. And pens are great, especially if you have the right kind of pen for your business. So if you're in technology, if you're a technology business or a consultant, then you want a pen probably with a stylus or a USB drive on the end of it or something like that. So pens are great. Pens have up to 10 owners in their lifetime, so that's a great ROI on your marketing investment. But there are so many other things, other items that you can use to promote your business and get attention and use to market your business besides email marketing. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that today. But first I want to share some stats on why you should be including promotional products in your marketing strategy. The first one is that 88% of people recall the advertiser on a promotional product. That is huge, and you might want to sit down for this. It's a higher recall. When I say recall, I mean they remember you, not recall like a car. They remember you. So that is a higher recall rate than print, online, and TV advertising. To me, and I have a promotional products business. I have been in the promotional products industry for 20 years. To me, that is an easy yes to including promotional products in your marketing strategy. All the Facebook ads that are going on now, all the online ads that you see, even texting, all of that, promotional products have a higher recall rate than all of those. So to me, again, that's an easy yes to include those in your strategy. 83% of people like to get a promotional product. I have a client that did some chalkboard mugs, some coffee mugs that have a chalkboard finish on them, and she had those at a trade show. People were lined up at the booth to get the chalkboard mug. Then the next year, they did something else. We found something else for them to use at that trade show. People were coming back to their booth to get that chalkboard mug. Now they do the chalkboard mug all the time because people were coming back to their booth. They remembered who did it, and they came back to get more. So that is a great testimony, in my opinion, for choosing the right promotional product, realizing when it works, and continuing to do that. 53% use a promotional product every week. Think about that. Someone would see you give someone a promotional product, and it's got to be fun and creative, and that's part of what my company does, is help people find fun and creative promotional products to get their message across and get attention. But 53%, imagine if you gave out 1,000, something really cool that we found for you. And 53% of your people were seeing that every week. That is great ROI. 47% of people keep a promotional product for more than a year. That is great ROI. I'm pretty sure that people don't remember a Facebook ad for over a year. So 53%, you use it once a week. Okay, the year thing didn't fit in, but different stat. Okay, 47%, edit that, that's not right. 81% keep them because they're useful. So that goes back to choosing the right product for your message and for your audience. And I mentioned that a technology company might use a pen with a stylus or a USB, but I also encourage technology companies, people expect those from technology companies, USB drives especially. There are many other creative ideas out there that you can use to promote your technology company. And so I encourage people to get out of that box a little bit and mix it up and find something that people are going to use as opposed to what fits your message. 53% of people feel more favorable about the advertiser when they receive a promotional product. 53% of people. Writing instruments are the #1 promotional product. So that, I talked about that already. I've talked about them a couple times already. Pens. Bags are really popular. The right bag. You've seen the grocery totes that people can do. People love those because people reuse those. And that is, if someone swings that over their shoulder, that is free marketing for you all over the place, especially if you choose the right bag. Calendars, this time of year, this is September, so we're going to be starting holiday season. Calendars are a huge promotional product this time of year. Many, I'm sure, in your mail, I get one every year from a realtor that I've never even used before, but I get it early and I put it on my refrigerator. People typically use the calendar that they get first. The rest usually get trashed, unless it's a really nice calendar that is maybe, has some type of fancy finish, or maybe it's a journal that has a calendar in it. But the majority of people use the calendar for the next year that they get first. And so I always recommend to people to send your calendars out, be prepared. Also, calendars are on special a lot during the summer to ramp up that need and the production, because it's so overwhelming at the end of the year. So a lot of times they're on sale in the summertime. But I encourage people to get that figured out, get it out, direct mailed, have your reps deliver them, whatever that looks like, mid to late October. And you could even do it as a Thanksgiving thank you, as opposed to doing it as a Christmas/holiday gift, to make yourself stand out by doing it at Thanksgiving. So calendars are really popular. I also, there's probably some speakers and coaches listening. I encourage people, when someone has asked you to speak at an event, a lot of times they give you a gift, thanking you for coming to speak at their event. I encourage this person that was invited to speak to give them a gift, thanking them for asking them to come. Even if you're being paid, give them a gift to thank them for having you come and speak. I guarantee you that is great ROI, because they're going to remember you, because I don't see it very often. People don't do that very often. So that's a little nugget for you there. And so we're going to take a break here in a second. And when we come back, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to know if you're working with the right promotional products rep and what that should look like. So we'll be back in a few minutes with the Offbeat Business Show. And you can find us at offbeatbusiness.com. A little better than last time. Last time was a mess. Yes.
Huh. Yep, and I'm using one right now that this has been very good for my
Whose name is on there?
Ariel Amana Healthcare. Mm-hmm. So, local company.
Good information.
Oh,
So
did you see we took notes?
What did you say?
I wanted to make a bobblehead doll, but
I know how to do it.
Instead of a
one-off
bobblehead,
bobblehead.
I'm thinking since we do jazz or music, we can do a guitarist.
I know a source for a bobblehead. Just one. A lot of times you have to do thousands.
Years ago, I don't know if you remember this, but the Yankees had a Tommy John night, and they gave out the bobble arm. Remember that? Because he had
just
surgery.
the arm, because he had Tommy John surgery. That's where it came from.
Yeah, I don't know the story.
I don't know Tommy John. Is that a guy?
He's a pitcher for the Yankees.
Oh.
Way back when. And
So,
he lost.
And the Yankees are. I'm kidding.
He lost control of his pitches, and was it a shoulder or elbow?
Shoulder.
They tightened up the tendons in his shoulder to repair because they got torn.
And so did his arm.
And his arm got better. His arm was much better. So that was the bobblehead.
Mine.
Just the arm.
Yes.
That's
I
the
remember
funny.
hearing that. Was that on the news or something?
That's a long time ago.
Oh, was
but
it?
I
Oh.
remember it would be a story that would be told with promotional products, just because of the effectiveness of having something offbeat, rather than
Gives me a great point to
something.
talk about.
Because all bobbleheads, for instance, all bobbleheads are normally somebody's head bobbling. But you can also, if your business is arthroscopic surgery, you could have a knee bobbling. Or if you do shoulder surgery, it could be a shoulder bobbing. Sort of like the Yankees did with Tommy John. If you're too young for the story, it's okay. Something like that.
What's the current LASIK?
Yeah, LASIK, you know, you could have an eyeball.
No, you can have somebody doing
Ew,
this.
ew,
Oh,
ew.
no,
No.
you can have their glasses bobbing off.
Yes, that makes more sense
But
than
you-
an eyeball
eyeball
bobbing,
bobbing?
but that's what she's doing, promotional products.
And that's why I brainstorm. See, brainstorms, if you brainstorm enough green light thinking, you get it filtered down.
You start
the
recognizing the red light thinking.
If you, oh, pardon, if you don't have, if you don't have some crazy wild 8 ideas, there's no way in the world that you're gonna get it filtered down, cause you can't ever get, the good ideas don't come from here, they come from way out here.
True enough. I'm in agreement with that.
Otherwise,
Pegasus
you wouldn't be
horse.
Mhm.
I always thought we could do a bobble wing,
I think that's a great idea.
horse riding.
Dude, now, what is the story? I haven't been,
That'd be a pull-out toy.
A mobile? Yeah.
I'm embarrassed to say, I don't remember, there was a story about that Pegasus horse downtown, and I don't remember if it was that they had redone the horse or took it down.
They brought
They took
it,
it
they,
down
re-
and
they
redid it.
renovated it. and
Yeah, did
put
they
it back
put it
up
back?
on the
Oh,
mega
yeah.
Yeah.
building
I haven't-
and lit it back up.
Yeah, that's embarrassing to not know the answer to that question.
Not really.
No,
But I,
That was a long time ago.
you don't know it until you know it.
Yeah.
It's just like you don't know.
Well, when I'm
yeah,
driving, I'm
everything's
usually
hard
not
until you
up
know
looking
how
like this, so, you know.
to do it. Oh man, I always do. That's why I've killed 14 people
No,
downtown.
no, no, no.
God.
The sunroof is great. And if I ever had a convertible downtown, it would be all over. People would just die.
Listo?
Yes.
Ready?
See.
All right. Okay, you're still going.
All right, 3.
Hold on.
And we're back, the Offbeat Business Show. This is Pam, my solo show today, and we have been talking about promotional products. I have been in that industry for 20 years. I love it, and I am excited to be sharing some information about the industry and why you should be using promotional products in your marketing strategy. So before we went on break, I told you I was going to talk to you a little bit about how to know if you're working with the right promotional products rep / company. And these are just things that I do with my clients that I feel should be, that other promotional products representatives should be doing to service their clients. I can't read that. Why? Yes, that's what I said. What did I say?
In other words, why rep at all?
Oh, thank you. Yes, ding ding. Mhm. Raul loves us. Raul,
You want us to
we
start
love
that-
you
you just
too.
wanna start
We
that
love
intro?
you, Raul.
You want to start the intro all over?
Yeah.
Because you're far enough into where you can do that, so, okay.
Just go.
No, just start at the beginning. Hi, we're back. Good day.
Hi. Oh, I kind of talked over you. Raul, we love you. Hi, we're back. This is the Offbeat Business Show, and this is Pam, and I am solo today, and I am sharing about promotional products and why you should make sure that you include promotional products in your marketing strategy. I feel like a lot of people leave that out of their strategy, or maybe they're hooked on using email as their only marketing strategy, and this show is not about that, but I do have a box I step up on when I start talking about using email marketing as your only strategy, but I'm not gonna even bring that box out right now. When we left for the break, I said that I was gonna talk to you a little bit about promotional product reps and companies. And I'm gonna start out by just talking a little bit about why you need a rep. There are a lot of online resources where you can go and purchase promotional products. But let me tell you why, and a lot of times when I run into this a lot when I am maybe prospecting my current clients, my existing clients, I don't run into this because they know why they need a rep. But a lot of times people will contact me and they're, oh, well, I found this on blah, blah, blah.com. And so this is what kind of have brought up the thought of sharing with you about why you need a rep and what that rep should be doing for you, in my opinion, because this is what we do for our clients. So you need a rep to be your advocate, to be your expert, to handle the process, to make sure everything goes easily, to be your representative. And you don't get that with an online resource. And I'm not dogging service from online resources or anything, but you need, my clients like my face-to-face, or maybe it's over the telephone if they're not right here in the DFW area. But they like to have someone that is their advocate. I rarely have issues with any of my projects that I work on with people, but things happen, even from the best promo reps and best manufacturers. And so you need the personal representation of a rep, not someone at the other end of a 800 number that you just called up and spoke to randomly. Some of the things that we do for clients, and I feel that these are important, like I said, for you to look for when you're trying to decide who to work with, is your rep should be shopping for you. Now, sometimes my clients will say, like I mentioned, they'll go out online and say, well, I found this, can you get this for me? And so I find it and get it for them. But the majority of the people that I work with, companies that I work with, I'm a consultant for them. And I go in and meet with them, discuss their budget, their event, their audience, the message they're trying to convey. Are they techie people? Are they medical people? Are they CEOs or are they, part-time employees? Those kinds of things are what I ask my clients, because that allows me to shop for my client by knowing their budget and their audience and all of those things, and provide ideas that fit within that scope for them. I'm the expert. I am the one going to the industry shows, looking at all the new promotional products that are coming out. They don't have time to do that. Their expert is what they do at their business. And so that is really important, that they should be shopping for you. They should also always be looking for new ideas for you. When I go to shows, I have a list of my clients. I let them know I'm going to a show. Do they have any upcoming events? So I can be on the lookout for ideas for them, new and innovative ideas for them to have available for them to give away or send to clients or whatever. They should have your best interest at heart. I ran into a situation with a client the other day that she wanted an item that was fairly expensive, and she needed, a large quantity of them, and I could have sold her that, but I knew that product was not of great quality because of my experience in the industry, and I found her new ideas, and the new idea was less expensive, but it didn't matter to me. I wanted what was best for my client, and that, in my opinion, creates loyalty and a relationship. And I am a sales coach, and I talk about relationship. I'm not going to talk about it here, but I go for relationship, not writing an order. Samples. They should be providing samples of the product that you're interested in, if time allows. And if it's not, I can't always do that for my clients if it's, a $300 item. It just depends. It's a case-by-case basis. But if someone's going to order something and we have time, I want to order a sample for them to see, feel, touch, smell, whatever it might be, so that they are confident in what they're ordering. And, a lot of times, it's much easier to pay for a sample. It costs almost nothing to get a sample than your client order 5,000 of an item and they get them and they don't like them. So they should be providing samples for you. You have to love working with them. And that may seem like a no-brainer, but I get new clients all the time because their person or company that they were working with before was providing terrible service, and they just couldn't stand working with them. You don't have to work with a rep you don't like. Make sure you love working with them. And another big thing is, and this, I added this to the list after reading some stories in the last couple months with major sports organizations. Baseball, I know for sure, maybe basketball, it happened all within a very short period of time. Misspelling of players' names on jerseys that they gave out to thousands of people. And I am not dogging. Nobody is perfect. Things happen. But here's what we do at my company to ensure, or try to ensure, that does not happen, especially when you're ordering thousands of something. Proof, you get a proof. Thousands of something is not going to be produced without my client signing off on the proof. And I would encourage my client to get a second set of eyes to look at the proof. And I will get a second set of eyes to look at the proof. And I will ask the manufacturer to get a second set of eyes to look at the proof, because no one is perfect and stuff happens. So they should be providing you a proof, and for you to look at and approve. And because if they approve it for you, really, you're I don't know what I was going to say there, but You can just clip that out. So those are the reasons why you should have a rep, in my opinion, and what to look for in a rep. How much time do I have? 2 minutes? I'm so proud of myself. Okay, so I always want to try to, 3, oh, you liar. So I always want to end the show with a little snippet of Pam's perspective. And one of the partners here at the radio station suggested I do this because she likes my Facebook posts. So I am going to give a little Pam's perspective at the end of each show. And I did that last time. And so this time I want to talk about no. Because I'm a sales coach and one of my passions to coach people on and speak on is prospecting. I think it's important that you know that when someone says no to you, no does not always mean no forever. A lot of times it means no right now, or it could mean no, not right now. So don't give up. Have a plan to follow up with that person. Maybe ask them how they would prefer for you to follow up with them. Maybe ask them why it's no. I mean, what do you have to lose? Wouldn't you rather know than not know? And all they can do is say no again. No, I'm not going to tell you. And then you have to think about, do you even want to work with that, ever continue to follow up with that person if they're not going to at least give you some information to improve, why, or tell you why they're saying no. So no does not mean forever. Keep going. It can take up to 10 touches with a prospect to get the business. 80% of business happens after the 5th touch. So if that doesn't encourage you to keep touching them, even as you keep going, they're going to learn to trust you and get to know you by the different touches, which again is not always email. And your chances of getting through to them is a lot higher after the 5th touch. So no is not forever. Keep your chin up, keep going, keep hitting the streets, keep following up with people, and you will start working towards achieving your goals and your success. So that's it for today. We're going to wrap it up, and Susan and I will be back together next week for the next show. So come back Tuesdays at noon Central Time on Pegasus Netwaves, and you can find us at offbeatbusiness.com. Good. A lot of editing in the second half.
Dun, dun, dun.
I want to keep
But
pointing
you
out
had
this,
some momentum going there,
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Did good.
Thank you.
Editing's not difficult, don't worry about that.
Okay, so I feel much better about this one
And
than
in
I did
fact, I
last
can
time.
even adjust your voice and make you sound like Kathleen Turner.
It's all
Oh,
rhythm.
I don't want to sound like her.
No, but just wait until by Christmas.
It sounds like she
It's gonna
smoked way too many cigarettes.
I was telling Susie, the discussion that a consultant has with that customer that you hit it right after, to me, that's always the biggest value that anyone has over done any kind of online business.
What do you want to call this one?
Promotional products, using promotional products to get prospects' attention and gain client loyalty, which I really didn't even talk about.
Then you want to give it another name because you can name it whatever you want.
Promotional products is part of your marketing strategy.
Promotional products. What do you? Yeah. What do you need to know?
Using
Just
promotional.
Yeah, because you get those first terms and everything.
Marco?
Yo, how you doing? Robin, this is Ben. Did you guys meet earlier?
We did not. Hi, Robin. How are
Nice to
you?
meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Grab my pen there real quick.
You always got to have one of those.
What are y'all talking about?
I'm just finished.
All kinds of stuff. He's been talking about
There's
Mojo
a
Mojo.
whole
pineapple?
thing in the refrigerator.
You do?
Very
Oh,
cool.
I needed $3 to get my water.
That was me.
Robin's doing our
Oh,
Offbeat
water
Business
up here, you
magazine
know.
that runs in conjunction
Oh,
with
I
the
always
radio
forget
show.
that.
That's cool. That's Roland was telling me a little bit about that. That's pretty amazing, sounds like to me.
A lot of fun.
Great pineapple.
She's
If
Right.
not, might as well do something else. Well, growing, we appreciate that. I mean, startup businesses are more fun than a box of crackers.
Launching another one today.
Are you?
Yeah,
Does that start going out today?
I think it's going up today.
Which one?
La Femme.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it looks really good. I'll show it to you.
All right, I'm
I
very
want y'all to
excited.
look at it before I launch it, because Isabel hadn't looked at it yet. So I'm launching without Isabel, my partner, looking at
Uh-huh.
it. I mean, she's looked at it, but she hadn't done a final look at it. He didn't proof it last night, so
Yeah, I did.
I thought, okay, screw all these friends that are friends, you know?
Yeah.
I'll launch it and I'll make all the money.
I
Yeah.
totally
You know,
forgot.